Raising farm animals. It's one of our country's oldest industries. This important work continues today, and nowhere is that more evident than here, in the state of Kentucky, with its signature horse industry and large cattle herd. The bluegrass state boasts a strong agricultural economy, and 2/3 of that agricultural business comes from raising horses and cattle. The well-being of these herds is vital to the agricultural communities of Kentucky.
Kentucky is a very rural state, and we have a strong heritage in farming. Agriculture is the single largest entity in our economy. A lot of people don't realize that. Internationally, we're renowned for our equine industry. We have the largest beef cattle population east of the Mississippi River. We have a $1 billion poultry industry. And with the diversity encouragement in agriculture, we have a growing sheep and goat industry. Now obviously market access is essential for producers. The marketplace is now global, and it's very closely linked to consumer confidence. It requires freedom of movement of animals and products, and that's tied really closely to a disease-free status both in Kentucky and nationally.
Humans have a lot to gain by protecting the health of livestock, not just financially. Safeguarding farm animals means defending our food supply.
It's not easy to diagnose diseases in livestock, and why is that? Animals can't get on the phone and call their doctor like people can, and often livestock are out in remote areas and may not even have human contact for days at a time. So animals can get sick and even die without a human being knowing that that's occurring.
The University of Kentucky College of Agriculture is pioneering new surveillance technologies for early detection of illnesses in livestock. Through high-tech ear tags, an animal's body temperature and head position, which can indicate if an animal is feeding properly, are constantly monitored. The real-time monitoring is the fastest way to detect a potential disease outbreak.
What's key in dealing with animal diseases is timely response. And these tags will act a lot like an warning light in your dashboard, where it'll just indicate that something's wrong. It gives us the ability then to respond to that. So these particular tags will send information on whether an animal's running a fever, whether they're eating normally or not, which are early warning signs that they're just not feeling good, so something's wrong. And that gives us the ability then to come in and respond appropriately to whatever disease state is present.
A second line of defense is the college's new fully integrated animal health information and surveillance system, which uses data from Kentucky veterinarians and the state's 2 diagnostic labs to monitor for possible outbreaks.
This laboratory is quite unique in that we are the veterinarian's veterinarian. In the human medical profession, hospitals have the ability to have diverse laboratory support for all their doctors. In a veterinary clinic or a veterinary hospital are generally much smaller operations, and they don't have the budget that enables them to have a full-service laboratory. That's what we provide for the veterinarians in the state of Kentucky and for the animal owners in the state of Kentucky. And so in that respect, we have a unique vision of what's going on with the health of animals in Kentucky, because we're getting specimens from all over the state. And then this feeds into our daily analysis that identifies clusters of disease that might be occurring in and around the state of Kentucky.
These efforts are so important, University of Kentucky has received grants from the Department of Homeland Security and the U.S. Department of Agriculture to further this research.
The Department of Homeland Security has interest in protecting our society against any disease threats. Any early warning that we can get provides us with advantage in responding appropriately to any disease threats, whether those threats are intentional or unintentional diseases.
If terrorists wanted to attack the United States, they might quite possibly distribute an infectious agent or a toxic agent by aircraft, and that could maybe initially fall on animals who would be the first to show clinical signs and symptoms. And if we, again, have this real-time alerting that we're building, then we could immediately alert health officials and emergency officials that we have a major event going on that could spill over into the human population.
In addition to safeguarding our food supply, 70% of emerging diseases that affect animals also put people at risk. This inextricable link between human and animal health means that we all have a vested interest in the well-being of farm animals.
There are many diseases that cross species barriers and affect both humans and animals. Animals often serve as sentinels for emerging diseases. Veterinarians have been involved for years in public health issues, especially at the local level. It's even included in the veterinarian's oath that we will promote public health. However, there is an increased awareness of the need for a collaborative effort among many groups, and those include physicians, veterinarians, public health officials, laboratory diagnosticians, wildlife biologists, environmentalists, and even folks engaged in emergency management.
Thanks to today's breakthroughs made by researchers like those at the University of Kentucky, our nation's agricultural economy, food supply, and health will be better protected tomorrow.
The University of Kentucky's College of Agriculture is very committed to developing new technologies based on research to serve our citizens of Kentucky. Our clientele include agricultural producers and the general public. We are part of a land-grant university system that was created in order to apply research-based technologies to problems facing society.
As a veterinarian, I think the research that's done at the College of Agriculture at the University of Kentucky is critical to the health and well-being of animals. Everything from disease prevention, vaccine development and vaccine improvement, deworming programs for animals, insect control, research into improved diagnostics to be able to detect diseases early on so that they can be treated adequately. And then we have research into the treatments of diseases. And then of course we also have the nutritional components of, you can see the great grassy fields that we have here. It takes a lot of management and a lot of scientists to come together and to figure out how to deal with pasture management. And so the College of Agriculture generally has multiple different aspects about it that contribute to the research that goes towards helping the welfare of animals.
As more people recognize the link between our livestock's health and our own, the University of Kentucky College of Agriculture will continue to deliver solutions that benefit animals and humans alike.
The University of Kentucky's College of Agriculture has a great future because of our talented faculty who are dedicated to using research information to the betterment of agriculture and the betterment of the environment and the society's well-being in general.
For more information, visit our website